Hi, and welcome to MotorWeek One-on-One. I'm Stephanie Hart. Thanks so much for being here. Today I'm here with Will Gock of Volkswagen. Will, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Pleasure's all mine.
So, Will, we want to talk a little bit about what Volkswagen is doing right now since you can't manufacture vehicles.
Yeah, it's a challenging time for auto manufacturers. Volkswagen, like many other brands, have shut down their operations in the United States. Our facility in Chattanooga has been offline for a couple of weeks now. So, you know, yeah, in a time like this, what do you do when you can't make your main product? What we've been doing is doing our best to look at what we can do with our resources and see how we can shift our production and use everything that we have at our disposal in different ways to help fight this pandemic.
So, talk a little bit about how you are helping.
Sure. So yeah, as a manufacturer, as a car brand here in the U.S., uh, we have three main things at our disposal. We have our people, we have our facilities and our partners, and lastly, of course, we have our cars. So what we've done at Volkswagen of America early on in the pandemic, we put together an internal repurposing committee to look at various lines of business and operations and see where we could shift things and put our time and put our efforts into other things besides cars that could possibly benefit the public, benefit everybody trying to fight the COVID-19 outbreak. So an early success story of that committee was the team got together. They started talking to our partners, and one of our partners in particular, Faurecia, which is a French company with a lot of manufacturing in Mexico, through the talks said, "Oh, we think." Oh, Faurecia, I failed to mention, is a fabric supplier to us. So they supply the interiors for our vehicles and trims and seat materials, that sort of thing. So we got talking with them, and Faurecia said, "Well, we think with a little bit of help, we can shift production and start making masks and gowns, the PPE that's needed by so many organizations with this pandemic going on." So we worked with them. We helped them source the raw materials. We placed the first order of product, which Volkswagen donated to the front lines in New York City when New York was a hot spot just a couple of weeks ago. And it was a really nice feeling to be able to, not just work with what we have in house, but also reach out and collaborate with our partners to do something for the greater good.
And, Will, how is Volkswagen helping local dealerships?
Yeah, so early on, our dealers, we noticed on social media and through a number of different channels that they were really looking to see how they could step up and help out in their own ways. Uh, Obviously, it's hard to give them one thing to do with dealerships all across this country of ours. So one thing that we came up with to work with them was to put together a program we call our Community Driven Atlas program. And what that does is allows the dealer to take their fleet of vehicles, their fleet of loaner vehicles, which numbers over 7,000, I believe, in the U.S., and repurpose them for good use, for whether that's delivering food to food banks or taking supplies to hospitals. It lets them take cars that would probably just be sitting on the lot otherwise and do some good with them. And we've really been happy to see them embracing that. We've gone as far as to highlight some of them on our social media, just really good, feel good stories of them stepping up and helping out in their individual communities.
Yeah, a lot of good success stories coming out of this as far as that is concerned. So, thank you for sharing that. We do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Will Gock from Volkswagen, thanks so much for being here. And that's going to do it for this week's Motor Week One-on-One.